This is part 4, y'all. So this is when Esau was speaking wickedly against the oppression. This is Psalm 73. And we're going to start at 5. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. Therefore, pride compasseth them about as a chain. Violence covereth them as a garment. And this is what they have been doing to us through the centuries. They've been doing this to us for a while now. They've been, and they speak crazy concerning oppression, y'all. So this is verse 7. Their eyes stand out with fatness, right? Because Esau was, that was his blessing, that he was ruled by the sword, and he would inherit the fatness of the earth, or he would take the fatness of the earth, right? He would go amongst everywhere and conquer every place, and he would take all of their precious items and all of that. And look, I made some videos about this the other day that Esau decided to ban, or they decided to take it off my YouTube channel. That's crazy work out here, man. They took that mug right on off. Like, it wasn't even 24 hours, and I got a email saying that they was taking it off. But anyway, Psalm 73 and 7. Their eyes stand out with fatness. They have more than heart could wish. They have more than their heart could desire. But they still are insatiable. They still want more. But anyway, it says they are corrupt and they speak wickedly concerning oppression. They speak loftily. Is that not what this man doing?
A grass hut. Yeah. All right. Well, we need
fair use. Fair use. This is a non-monetized video. I'm not getting paid for this. This is for educational purposes only.
reparations. Your reparations are that you get to live in America. You're welcome. You're welcome.
You get to have the Christian religion.
That's
live
right.
better than your ancestors.
The great
speaking loftily, high-minded. They're speaking wickedly concerning the oppression that they've put on us, saying that we should be grateful that they came and put us, like, well, we were perfectly fine without you, Esau. You all needed us, Esau, because your land is the land that is not fruitful. Your land can't bear any good crops for you, so you have to go amongst everywhere else and go and conquer and take them just so you can survive, Esau. You created all these networks of trades and all of this just so your empires can survive, and have the nerve to sit up here and say all this shit. Like, you know that your land isn't fruitful. That's why you moved all the way across. That's what. Like, what would make you move all the way across the world from Europe, right? What would make you move all the way there if your land was so good, right? Like, come on, man. We already know what the deal is.
In history, for any brown or black country, is the moment that the white man's ships arrive on your shore.
No. That was the nightmare. That was the nightmare. Right? But let me get into this, y'all. So, but that was the point on that. And I wanted to go to this Deuteronomy 28 and 49 to show you how the Romans came and sieged Jerusalem, and they deleted a lot of our people, and the people who and they enslaved a lot of our people. But the people who made it out, they ended up they made it out, and they called it the diaspora, because our people fled to different parts of Africa and just different parts of the world, period. And they also out the years of them doing so, Esau went and found all of them and put them in the slave trade. So, but let me get this Deuteronomy 28 and 49. And this is in the King James. It says, the Lord shall bring a nation, Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand. Let me get it. I'm gonna read on down. Salaki, it says, Yahweh shall bring, this is Deuteronomy 28 and 49, Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flieth. This is an indicator of who it is. This is the Romans. Because whenever you think of the eagle and that swiftness and all of that, it was the Romans. Because the Romans went amongst everywhere and they swiftly conquered, and their national animal symbol was the eagle, right? And this is how you know Babylon the Great is just the extension of that empire, because when you look at the back of your quarter and the back of your dollar bill and all that, there you see an eagle as well. So this is what I was using to correlate what was happening then and in the times of Jerusalem being sieged. And so now, and it says, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce consonants, because back then the Romans spoke, I believe, Greek, and they, just as now, like when they came and got us in this time period, where in 1619, where they came and put us on them slave ships, we didn't understand their language then, right? We didn't understand their English. So just how it was back in the times of Rome, it's the same how it was in the times when they came and got us. It says, a nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand, a nation of fierce consonants, because this is just to show you a correlation between Esau and the way that he moves. The same thing happened before is going to happen again, right? And it says, verse 50, a nation of fierce consonants. This is the Roman Empire, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor show favor to the young, because just as the Roman Empire didn't do so during the siege of Jerusalem, it's the same way how they didn't do so when it was sieging us to put us on slave ships in 1619. All right. And it says, and he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be destroyed. This is them besieging us, where they set up their ramparts and didn't allow us to leave in or out of our city. Right. They ate all of the resources that would be coming in, and they it really caused for us to go into a famine, which caused for us to become cannibalistic, but I'm gonna keep reading this, verse 51, and then that's that same thing that happened to us when they came and got us from the west of Africa, and different parts that they came and got us from there. Right? It's because they laid siege around our kingdoms or our cities wherever we were, and they did the same exact thing, and they starved us out. It wasn't like they just came and we decided and they came and got us and we were naked and all that shit, how they keep telling y'all. No, we are a royal people. We were not naked out there. They made us naked. They stripped us of everything and made us naked and put us on them ships. But I'm gonna make a part 5, y'all. This is part 4.